Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. This week I have another lovely wavy synthetic style to show you. This is Mila by Jon Renau in the color Salted Caramel. I've been wanting to try this color for quite some time, and I just love these mid-length loose wavy styles, so I'm very excited to show her to you. Before we start, I wanted to mention that I am one of the admins for Wig Studio One's Wig and Topper Support Group on Facebook, and I purchased Mila here with my employee discount. So let's go ahead and look at some of the details for this lovely wavy style. This is a bob style. I would call this a mid-length style, and it reminds me a lot of Julianne and Julianne Lite. I actually have a Julianne Lite that I've trimmed previously, and we'll compare these two styles a little later in the video. As you may know, Julianne and Julianne Lite are angled bobs, and you absolutely have longer fibers in the front than you do in the back. For Julianne and Mila here is all one length, pretty much. There are a few layers here and there. We'll look at that more, but it's really one length. So let's go ahead and look at the lace front first. And this is very well done. You can see there are some lighter fibers in the front there, helping create a really soft hairline. And then you have that dark rooting, and interestingly, Mila did not have a zigzag parting when I received her. So we will go ahead and add some scar tape under there, but I don't need to change that parting really. I do think I'll want to steam the fibers away from my face because this is what she naturally wants to do. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that I like to steam fibers away from the face so that they don't fall in the face as much. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at this beautiful style from all sides. I have not done anything with this style. I just took her out of the box. So we will do the styling together, but let's get a good look from all sides. Here she is from the right and the back and the left. Just a very charming, wavy, bouncy style, and I love synthetic fibers because they require less maintenance than heat-friendly synthetic fibers do. Next, we'll go ahead and steam these fibers away from the face together. We'll look at the cap construction for Mila. We'll compare Mila to Julianne Lite, look at the similarities and differences. We'll go over some styling options for Mila, and lastly, I'll take her outside so you can see this beautiful color in natural light. All right, so I have Mila on a blockhead here, and we'll go ahead and steam these fibers away from the face. I love to do that with my synthetic styles. Even though these are not heat-friendly fibers, you can absolutely style them with steam. And I have a video that I filmed previously with all the details about my steaming method, and I will link that in the description box down below. So looking at Mila, I see that on the left side here, I think the fibers are already staying away from the face quite nicely. I don't think I need to do any steaming on this side. It's just on the right side here that I think we want a little more lift, and we just want the fibers to stay out of the face. So what I like to do is create two separate sections. I feel that that helps with the steam and is just more effective. So I just create two loose sections, make sure they're about equal, and then I pin it in place, give it a little twist, and pin it in place. All right, and we can start steaming. And the one thing I do want to caution is that when you're steaming, you want to be careful and direct the steam towards the fibers, not the delicate lace front here. So this is my iSteam steamer that I like to use. Turn it on. Okay, so let's go ahead and steam that back section. All right, I think that's good. And we can go ahead and steam the front section as well. We will want these fibers to cool once we're done. I like to give it a little twist, and then I'm going to clip it behind the other section. And that's what that looks like in the back. And if it's too tight, I like to loosen it a little. I really want the steam to get into the fibers to change that style. So let's steam that. All right, I think that's good. Now I will let her cool and we'll put her back on my head and see if we like the results. So now the fibers are nice and cool, and we will go ahead and remove the clips to see if we like the result. But first, I just want to show you what I like to do to create a natural scalp appearance. I like to place a piece of silicone scar tape on the underside here of the part line to help create that scalp appearance. And I like to use the AWD Medical. I just always like to show you this just in case you haven't seen my previous videos. So you just remove the tape from the backing, place it on the underside where the part line is, and you can do this with a mono part or a mono top. And it adheres really nicely, and you can even wash your wigs, and it often normally doesn't come off. So there we go. Now we'll go ahead and put her on, and I like to place the lace front on my forehead, which I do shave a little bit. I just find that the lace melts into my skin more. It has a very natural appearance if I don't have any little baby hairs that are peeking out there. So I place her on my forehead and then just pull the cap over my head. Okay. So let's go ahead and remove these clips. And with my curly styles especially, I really prefer finger combing to using the Jon Renau wide tooth comb. You can do that. I just find that I really like how gentle this is for the fibers, and if there are any tangles, then I feel them very quickly with my fingers and can be more careful and gentle. Oh, I think that's nice. Yes, that's how I like it. So let's go ahead and do the test to see if these fibers really will stay out of my face now. Again. Absolutely. Now they will still fall forward a little bit, but certainly much less than they did before. And we will go over styling options as well for holding these fibers back or clipping them back if you're working throughout the day and really don't want any movement with those fibers. So I think this is adorable, and I will absolutely finger comb these curls a little bit more and just loosen them up. You can also shake your wavy styles if you want to just separate the curls a little bit. But this is what we have, and this is how I like my wavy styles. This is very pretty. These curls are just so lovely, and I find that with the synthetic fibers, the curls don't relax as quickly as with the heat-friendly synthetic fibers. So next, we'll go ahead and look at the cap construction. First, you can see we have a full mono top, and I love that because that allows you to part this style center, left, or right, whichever you prefer. We have an extended lace front. You can see it comes almost halfway down the ear tab on both sides, and that is a feature that I absolutely love because that allows you to style this wig away from the face and have that appearance of hair growth all along that extended lace front. So I absolutely love those. Then we have the ear tab, soft ear tab with metal stays inside. We have an extended nape for a bit of extra coverage, and Velcro adjuster so you can adjust her to your circumference. Now, Jon Renau wefted caps tend to run true to average. I have a 22-inch circumference, and this cap fits me very comfortably. You can see I left the adjusters where they were, but they could be loosened or tightened a little bit depending on what cap size you need. And Mila here also comes in a petite size, so you're in luck if you're a petite. So you have the wefts here in the back and on the sides, and those are nice and stretchy. I love that. And then let's talk quickly about permatease. Now this style does have some permatease. I found permatease here in the crown area and in other areas as well. But I don't feel that it's too much at all. I think it's well done. I think it looks very natural with this kind of a wavy, curly style. We actually have members of our family that have curly hair, and it often is coarse and very thick. And so I think it suits this style very well. And because you have that monotop, monotop area is very natural and light, and you don't find permatease in that area. It's in the remaining areas of the cap. And one more thing that I noticed, and hopefully I can show you this, in addition to a bit of permatease, which if you can see it there, that's where the permatease is, we have some wefts that have shorter fibers attached to them. This is in the crown area. Hope you can see that. And I think the permatease and these shorter fibers are added to the style just to give a little volume and lift and help maintain that wavy, bouncy style. So it's really well done, but I did want to mention that this style does have some permatease. So overall, a lovely cap construction. So let's compare Julianne Lite to Mila. Since I happen to have Julianne Lite, I reviewed her previously, and I'll leave a link to that review in my description box down below. Julianne Lite here is in shaded mocha, and as I mentioned, I did trim these front fibers a little bit, and she's an angled bob, but since I've trimmed those front fibers, you can't see that, unfortunately, so we can't compare that aspect of the style, but we can certainly talk about the cap construction and also the curls. So let's go ahead perhaps and do a side-by-side first so you can see the similarities and differences. Mila is overall a longer style and not an angled bob like Julianne Lite is when you get her out of the box. Here they are from the front and the right, the back, and the left. So you can see the curl pattern is very similar, just loose, wonderful curls. And you absolutely have a lot of similarities between the two. Now, Julianne Lite is a light density style, a low density style. And Mila, I would say, is light to medium density. Absolutely has more density and has some permatease, as we discussed. And Julianne Lite is a fully hand-tied cap. So you will always have much less permatease, if any, with a fully hand-tied cap. And this style absolutely has very little. I found a little bit at the nape, but very little permatease on Julianne Lite. Let's go ahead and look at the cap construction. So this is what the fully hand-tied cap looks like in comparison. As you can see, no wefts anywhere on this cap. And of course, this is the Lite collection, so you have that ear-to-ear lace front, polyurethane on the ear tabs, a silicone nape. And so absolutely, the similarities are they both have a monotop. This is ear-to-ear lace front as compared to the extended lace front on Mila, and a lighter density and slightly shorter style for Julianne Lite. So plenty of similarities, but also some differences, and it just depends on what it is you're looking for in terms of volume and length perhaps, and if you like an angled bob or a more straight one. So next, we'll go ahead and we'll look at some styling options. First, I always like to test the ear tuck. This is just a great way to keep fibers out of your face throughout the day and not have them bother you at all. I think that's a cute look. On this side, I like to do a little half tuck because you do have some density here. You can do a full tuck as well, but I think I prefer the half tuck. That's a cute look and easy to go about your day and not have any fibers in your face whatsoever. Then with my curly styles, I do like to take just these front fibers, give them a little twist, and I have a mini claw clip here. Fasten that there. And that's another way you can just go about your day, not be bothered by any fibers, and then when you're ready to go back to the original style, it's very easy to remove. So then I have the headband. Let's go ahead and try this. I always like to do this because this allows me to show you exactly what kind of coverage I'm getting from this style. Okay, so that is absolutely a cute little look. I think with this length, I love that pulled back that way. I do want to point out, I see a little edge here. I think this is where that lace front ends and is part of the ear tab. I personally, if I wear this style away from the face like this, I would take some dark eyeliner, some dark brown eyeliner, and just color this in, cover this so that it blends with the dark hair and I think the dark fibers as well. Yeah, these are dark fibers. So I would just color this and this would blend much better. But let's go ahead and talk about the coverage. We have the lace front and it goes from about here to about here on me. And again, all my measurements are listed down below if you'd like to compare them to your own. I think here also you can see there's a little bit of a separation. You just have to play with the style and it depends on the color and how much of a lace front you have. But here I probably would put some dark Color Wow root powder to try to blend these fibers a little more with my bio hair. Either that or lighten my bio hair with blonde root cover up if I want to really try to make this look perfect. So the ear tabs go from here to here on me, and I do have a low hairline. If you watch my videos, you know that. And I absolutely love this little pulled away from the face look. Then let's try, I always love to, if I have enough length, I like to try a ponytail. With this style, I'll just take a few of these little fibers in the front and leave that out. And we'll just gather this and make a very loose, low ponytail. I have my bio hair all tucked under the cap, if you were wondering. And I've wrapped that twice. Okay. So great for the summertime if you really don't want to feel any fibers on your neck. I love the option of pulling the style away from a face in a ponytail or an updo. So let's get a quick look from all sides. The back. And the left. So quite a few options for this lovely mid-length wavy style. Next, we'll go ahead and take Mila outside and get a good look at this beautiful color in natural light. Let me go ahead and read you the description first. So we have a medium natural red-brown. You can see a lot of that. And it is blended with a red gold blonde. And these are bold highlights. You can see you have bold highlights throughout, and then it is shaded with a dark brown, as you can see there. And of course we have that silicone scar tape underneath. Let me go ahead and show you the sample from the coloring. So these are the colors. We have the red color, the darker color, the 31, and then we have that blonde, which is the 26. And rooted with a 6. So that's the root color there. You can see that. Those are the colors that are blended together, and I think it's just a lovely, dynamic blonde and red color. And you absolutely have some striking highlights. I will say though that you do have the lighter fibers in the front, as we said, to create that natural soft hairline in the front. And the highlighting, because you have that rooting, I feel like that looks quite natural. Sometimes if you have highlighting that goes all the way to the root, some feel that that's a little bit of a stripy effect that they don't like. But here, because you have that darker rooting, I think that works really well and looks quite natural. But a very striking color overall. Let's get a good look from all sides. Here we are from the right and the back. And the left. So absolutely a stunning color, this salted caramel. You absolutely have the caramel reddish brown there, and then these bold, beautiful blonde highlights. I just think it is a really nice pairing with this wavy style. So final thoughts. Mila here is a beautiful style. I really love this style. I'm so glad that I tried her. She's not new, but she is stunning. And these synthetic fibers are so easy to maintain. I think this is a wonderful option for a mid-length wavy style. I think she has a bit of volume. You have a little bit of permatease, but that just really suits this wavy style. And I don't think it's at all overdone. I think it looks very natural this way. Absolutely love this style. I love these loose, relaxed waves. You have some layers in the back, just a few to help give it a nice shape, I think. Mostly it's one length. It's not at all an angled bob like Julianne Lite is. So really a lovely option if mid-length waves is what you're looking for. And I think there's so much you can do with it. The density is low enough that you can easily tuck this behind an ear. And you have enough length that you could style it into an updo or a ponytail. So lots of versatility with this style as well. This color, salted caramel, that I've been wanting to try for a while, doesn't disappoint. It's an absolutely really interesting color, this reddish blonde. It's a very warm color. And then you do have that dark rooting. So I think if you're interested in something like this is absolutely stunning. And I think it works really well with a wavy style like this also. So I hope, as always, that my review has been helpful and informative. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.